Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Police Accountability Show. Remember, when you watch the Police Accountability Show, you agree to being offended. And as well as nothing that you see on the Police Accountability Show constitutes legal advice in any way, shape, or form, please reach out to your local lawyers for your local laws. And welcome to the Police Accountability Show. My name is Chad Christophers, your host. And today, our topic is, can the doctors fight the mafia? Can they? Can they not? Do they fight the mafia? I don't think so. I never heard of them doing it. And why would they have to? Well, why? Because every single person in our country has a doctor. And doctors can discredit victims. Right? So when we have a problem and we have mental health accusations, right? Because they can't be facts. We don't know how the human brain works. So it can't be medical facts. These medical whatevers, diagnoses that we're crazy witches and we can't use the police are able to block the police. So what stops the mafia from shaking down your doctor? Right? What stops them? Nothing. What are the doctors going to do? They're going to fight the mafia for you? No. And I don't just mean regular doctors. I do mean regular doctors, but I mean doctors, psychologists, anyone in the medical field in a position to discredit a victim is quite frankly in danger from the mafia. Anyone fighting organized crime, and I'll tell you, you wouldn't believe the number of estimated organized crime groups in our country according to the RCMP. There are thousands and thousands of organized crime groups operating in our country at any time. In fact, it's quite a few, right? And how do these doctors fight them? And that's where we need to take the mental health system out and away from the police. And why? Because these doctors aren't crime fighters. These doctors don't care about crime fighting and busting people, right? Most of them are there just to get rich as quickly possible because a doctor is a great way to make money, right? You're guaranteed a job, you're guaranteed money, pretty much, and you're almost invincible, right? So why do we need does it really save us money? Because all the tests, all the studies, all the independent reviews show that doctors are wrong 97% of the time anyways. When independently reviewed, that's the average number, is 97% failure, right? Would you do anything on a 3% chance of success? No. So we're actually wasting more time and money having the mental health system as part or able to influence the criminal system. It is causing endless suffering all around because cops can't bust criminals. People can't put in complaints, right? We can't defend doctors. Like once a criminal organization knows who your doctor is, what are you going to do? You going to fight them? You going to fight all these, your doctor is going to fight an organized crime group? I don't think so. So you're also putting these doctors in danger. And I'll tell you right now, I've never heard of a doctor fighting an international or any other organized crime group. Okay, they're not crime fighters. These are doctors. And I don't think that they should even be involved because they don't need to be, right? There's no sizable benefit. I've heard from the other side that it saves us time and money from trying to provide service to people we can't provide service to. But unfortunately, that simply isn't the case since they don't know how brains work and they're proven wrong 97% of the time in cases where they're independently reviewed. So I believe that the criminal system, the mental health system, and the police should be entirely separated, and the mental health system should not be able to influence the police or the criminal system at all. I do believe that are times when, there are people that aren't responsible for their actions, but as it stands, that's less than 3% of all cases put forward by our doctors. That's quite a failure rate. Why aren't we doing anything about it? Well, that's our society. It's easy for our police and our politicians to just victim shame, victim blame, and it gives them a quick, easy excuse to get out of work. They can just be like, oh, well, they're crazy. Done. Right? If I was part of a gang and I was having a problem with someone, I could shake down their doctor and the doctor could just say, oh, well, I write down a simple note and doom. You're now discredited and this entire criminal organization gets away, even if you have evidence. That's the scary part about the mental health system and its power over the police, is that even when someone has a video, even when someone can prove what happened, their complaint, that they were robbed, even sometimes even prove the person that does it, the mental health system and these doctors can block you. And for what purpose? What reason? How does that help? It doesn't. Right? It just makes it rain more for these doctors that they got to take time. It takes time out of our courts. It takes time out of us. And it helps criminals get away. But you can make a difference. You can support politicians that support police accountability. You can make a difference. You can write a letter to your local politicians and say, ha ha ha, you can't trick us anymore out of not doing work, out of ignoring citizens, because your mental health issues don't exist and you're proven wrong 97% of the time, right? So we know they don't exist. We know it shouldn't apply. So we need to tell our governments that these systems do not need to influence each other, and we can prove it. They can stop ignoring citizens. They can stop, the police can stop ignoring, and the government can stop ignoring people with mental health accusations that simply don't exist. So support the end of mental health system in our criminal system today. Write a letter to your local politician. No point in writing letters to police officers, but you can tell them, hey guys, what do you think of that? What do you think of a 97% failure rate? Tell me down in the comments, what do you think? Do you think that the mental health system and doctors are really needed to discredit victims? Discredit people trying to use the police service? Because I don't think so. I don't believe so. And I believe that we should support the end of mental health in our policing. My name is Chad Christophers. This is the Police Accountability Show. Don't work too hard.